So in this method here, above the liquid, there is a transmitter and receiver. What it does is that it sends a very high sound frequency, ultrasonic sound. Ultrasonic sound are very high frequency sound, which we human can't hear. So it sends, and when it hit the level or the surface of the liquid, it bounces back. When it bounces, there is a receiver which captured the delay, how much delay. From the delay, then they will know what is the level. If the delay is short, let's say it transmits and very quickly it receives, that means the level is high. But when the level of liquid drops further, so when it transmits and it takes longer time for the sound to be reflected to the receiver, then the duration of time it takes to reach the receiver will tell or will be computed and will indicate what is the level of liquid in the tank. So this is the sonic level detector, which uses ultrasonic wave. Okay. Apart from that, instead of using ultrasonic, they can also use infrared or light. So they can shine light, and then if the light reflected back onto the surface to the receiver, then they will also be able to determine the level. Okay. So it's still the same principle. The time it takes for the light to be reflected and to the receiver, that will indicate what is the level. And the time it takes, if the delay is very, very short, then the level is high. If the delay is quite some time, then it means when you use sound and when you use light, when I say quite some time, doesn't mean it's what do you call it, 2-3 seconds. It could be shorter than that. It could be in millisecond, microsecond, or nanosecond. But that one have to have the, what do you call it, the electronic processing circuit to be able to be detected. Okay, so this is a sonic level, uses sound. Then you can have the infrared method also. All right. Okay, how do we go about, or before we go into how do we, what the advantage of sonic level first? Now, in the sonic level method, there is, you notice that unlike the capacitor and the conductors, and all the things need to be immersed or need to be come into contact with the liquid. Whereas here, when you use sonic, there is no contact with the liquid. Okay, so the advantage is that even though this is corrosive material, acidic material, hot or high temperature, there's no need for any contact sensor to be detected. So that's one advantage. Okay. They can be used in wide range of application for level measurement. Okay, it can be also used in a small container, big container, small container can also be used. Okay, all right. What are the disadvantages? If the environment changes, for example, in the case of sound, if the weather change, it become semi-fluid, with some maybe some frozen a bit. So the reflection will be very fast. So it's not giving you a true reading. Okay. Sometimes there could be a wavy thing. That means the level, the thing is that the liquid inside there must be calm. If it is choppy here and there, not, so the reflection might not indicate, sometimes it might indicate irregular reflection. Okay. On top of that, to use this method is quite costly. So you need to have an electronic processing circuitry in order to measure the level sensor. Okay. So this is the disadvantage and advantage. Advantage is that it can be used in wide range. Anything, any liquid, even solid also you can use it. Okay. Okay, how do we go about selecting a level sensor? How do we select? So there are certain considerations that need to follow. What are the physical properties? First is physical properties of the medium. Is it solid or liquid? Will there be foam, vapor, mist to be present? Okay, when you have foam, vapor, mist, then the sonic might not be effective enough, or the, what do you call it, the float also might not be effective. Does the material contain chunks of void? This is what chunk of void simply means. It could be gravel type, those gravel. If it's a solid gravel material, Or is it just like a rice? Or is it just like liquid? Liquid, then you won't have this problem. Is the material prone to density changes? Okay, suddenly the density become dense or become light. Due to temperature, it become light. Due to cold weather, then become heavy. So these are things that need to be considered. What are the chemical and thermal properties? So chemical and thermal properties, I mean corrosive or not, flammable or not, caustic, and they have to be sterile. All these are the selecting factor. These factors are considered along with the reliability, cost, and safety. So these are the consideration that need to be taken down in order to detect what level sensor to be used. Okay. Sometimes we just need to know the percentage, not to know accurately what is it, then a site or the direct method is best. Okay. But if it's a flammable or caustic, then another different method. Chemical thermal property, that means you have to use maybe the ultrasonic or maybe use the bubbler method in order to use. Okay. All right. So that's the level measurement. Any question?
No question.
Okay, before you don't have any question, I just want to show you one question. How to determine the level? Okay, let me see here. Where's the question? Okay, I think never mind. All right, no question, right? Okay, so we end here.
Okay, bye, Chair.
Okay, we end here. We see you tomorrow.
Okay,
Okay.
Cher. Thank
I give you the
you.
question.
Okay, thank
Bye.
you.
Bye.
Goodbye,
Bye-bye.
Cher.
Bye.
Assalamualaikum.
Assalam.